felt like I was looking at Jupiter.
Let's continue to look at Jupiter. Let's see why you're looking at Jupiter now. Continue to look at it. Tell me, describe to me what you're seeing and sensing. What does it look like?
Red foggy clouds, tan colors swirled together.
Colors is it? Do you have any colors?
It was red and tan, white.
And as you're looking at it, tell me in what perspective are you looking at it? Do you feel like you're in front of it? How is it that you are viewing it?
Yeah, like I was in space, close to it, but not super close. Close enough I can see the colors and nothing else around it. It's all that's in my vision.
You are in space, and do you feel that you're in space in a body, in a object? How are you there in space?
In a body.
Are you just floating there, or?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, describe to me what this body looks like as you're looking at Jupiter.
It's a bluish color with 3 big toes. My hands might be similar to my toes. Maybe 4 fingers.
And do you feel female or male?
Female.
Are you wearing any clothing?
Yeah, skirt or a dress, or maybe it's cloth that covers my whole body, like a robe, I guess.
What color is
Cloak
this?
or something.
What color is this cloak?
White.
Are you carrying anything?
Stone.
What does the stone look like?
Big crystal. A lot like a quartz. Has more colors that glimmer off of it. Almost like an angel quartz or something that reflects the colors.
What do you feel that you're doing here in front of Jupiter with this crystal? Why are you there?
Definitely observing, or what exactly I'm observing. Maybe a meeting. Going to meet some other beings.
But keep moving time. Phenomenal. Doing great. Tell me, how is it that you meet these
On a ship. I think they are coming to my ship.
The beings are coming?
Yes, they're coming to my ship.
And where were they at
I'm
originally?
meeting in the room.
Where did they come from?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So they're there now, and you said there's a meeting room?
Yes, a big window. They're viewing Jupiter from.
Good. And these beings, how many beings are there with you that are coming to meet with you?
I think 3.
What do they look like?
I'm not sure.
You're able to see, sense, feel, know them very clearly now. Very clearly. What do they look like? What do they feel like?
Can't see them, but I feel an urgency to protect something or someone.
Okay. Do you feel that that's what this meeting's about?
Yes.
Keep moving time. Keep telling me what you're sensing and feeling.
I'm not sure if it's a whole race. Maybe seems like a whole race or planet or want to protect, come together to protect.
What is it that you're protecting?
I don't know if it's the people or the planet or both. But something's wrong with it. Somebody's got in to their planet to harm them.
Somebody in this planet that you're looking at, Jupiter? Or what planet?
Not sure if it is Jupiter. It has a lot of sand on the planet itself. It's quite sandy. Not sure who or what's trying to harm these people.
You're able to see and sense exactly, know exactly who's trying to harm them. You know exactly who it is. What do they look like?
Almost like a mechanical spider. Mechanical, lots of legs.
Just one of the spiders, or is there more?
There's many. Like they just want to destroy the people.
What are they doing there? How are they destroying?
Killing people and hurting people, and they're taking things which seem to be stones.
Crystals?
Yes.
You're able to see those crystals? What kind of crystals are they? What color are they?
Well, there's blue, green. They are like a quartz crystal with their shape, and the light goes through them. Maybe even pink and yellow ones.
You said that they're killing people. What do these people look like, the ones that they are killing?
I don't think they're very tall, short race. They have big noses and big ears. Maybe green skin, a greenish skin. They may have 3 toes as well. I don't know if my toes are like their toes. I feel taller than them, and my skin's not that color.
And what's happening? So they're being attacked. Is there any way that they can stop this?
They don't know how. Some have went in the ground, but could. They're not going to last too long before they find a way in. The mechanical spiders, they don't care the people are hiding. They just Seems like they're just pillaging the land now. They're not trying to get those that went underground as of now.
Are they killing all the people that they come across?
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, they
Mm.
jab them with one of their legs, their mechanical legs. They dive right into people with them. They, no soul or no remorse.
Mm.
They don't feel any of that.
So you on this ship, how are you witnessing this? Can you see from your ship that's happening?
Yeah, seems there is a screen that I can watch the ground with. Others are watching with me.
Are the others just part of those people that are being attacked down there, or are these just other you watching?
I do sense at least one or two are from the planet.
Is there anything that you all are able to do to assist the people down there?
Trying to figure out how we could destroy them without harming the people on the planet. We want to use mass weapons, but it's too risky for what conclusion we're coming to. I think we tried to gather them, get them to gather in one area, drop something there, a bomb of sorts, to hopefully take out as many as possible. Maybe smaller ships will go down after the bomb and try to take out the ones that didn't get wiped out with the bomb. A more one-on-one level as to save as many people from the planet as possible. Individual fighters will come down to help out after the bomb. They're using the stones to draw them into one area. Got cliffs and mountains around. Makes it a little harder for them to escape as they drop the bomb. Not sure who sent them, where they came from.
Keep moving time. Keep telling me what's happening.
Almost like I think they're a mechanical species on their own. I don't see anything else controlling them. They dropped the bomb and they got many small fighter ships blasting some kind of torpedo or something into ones that's still alive or still there. Got them about all taken care of that they can find. People are coming back out. Lots of wounded people that are very upset. I don't know how it happened.
Did they kill many?
How many have they killed?
Did they kill many?
Oh, of the people. Yes, there's lots of dead people, and children.
Keep telling me what happens. What keeps happening?
People are mourning and crying, wandering around, all the chaos, lots of fear, so much fear. They don't know where to live or how they'll live. They're afraid it's going to happen again. I don't think it happens again. I don't think those same creatures come back.
What happens? How do they leave, these creatures?
I think that most of them were killed off. If any escaped the planet, I don't know how. Maybe about 80 of them total. And the bomb got most of them. Some of their pieces still move, mechanical legs, even though they're blown up, some still move.
Let's go back in time to how these things got there. How did they get there? You're there now. Tell me you're able to see and sense exactly how they got there.
They were dropped out of a ship one by one. Whatever they're made out of, they are able to hit the ground. They form into a ball. When they drop, then they hit the ground. They're able to open up and run on their legs. Very strong steel they're made out of.
Thank
Some
you.
kind of ship dropped them off.
So let's go to a time and space. So after this attack has happened, another important time and space. Tell me what happens with this civilization. What's going on with them now?
Feels like there's not many left, but they still exist. Just dwindled the population, changed their way of life and their evolution and everything. They live inside the planet. They don't live on top like they did once. They make more like caves and stuff.
So those spider bots, mechanical spiders, they were collecting, harvesting crystals. So were they able to get off the planet with these crystals they were trying to take, or did you all take them out before they could take them?
Seems like they did get some rather, I'm not sure if a critter took it back or if they were able to transport it. They did get 4 or 5 of the crystals.
You said the civilization now lives inside the planet, and
Yes.
anything else that they've changed in their evolution?
Lived in so much fear. We closed themselves off to the fear. It's affected everything. I don't know if the bomb affected the planet, but it's not got a lot of vegetation. There's not much vegetation anymore. I don't know if it's the fear that's created that or the bomb. It's pretty desolate.
How
They
about
still are able to smile.
you said they're still able to?
Yes, they still are able to smile. Just doesn't hold the love it once did or the impact. I think the smiles are coming back. Maybe the love and the hope is coming.
How about inside the planet where they've migrated into? Is there any vegetation there?
Very little.
Do these people consume, eat anything?
We have little gardens. I don't recognize what they're growing, but they mostly would eat what they grow. The aquatic animals, so they may have access to fish and that. Some type of fish, anyhow.
And tell me, how are you related to this planet that you've been observing? Do you have any relation to them?
I don't think so.
Or are you just there?
Other than I think I was called to help figure out how to destroy him.
So what happens after this civilization begins to build itself? What do you do next?
I leave on my ship, or else I need to go.
Let's see what you do. This is such a beautiful role you're playing here for this planetary sphere. I wonder what else you do. What else do you do after you're done with this planet? And then you're able to assist to save this race that was being attacked, which is very... What do you do next after you're done here? Let's go ahead and move to another point in time and space in this life. After you're done here with this planet, what is it that you're doing now? You're able to see, sense, feel, hear, know everything very clearly, very clearly.
Jungle, forest, lots of greenery around, lots of trees. And I'm looking for little people, really little people. They're happy when I visit.
Where do you look for them at?
In the ground, on the ground, they're so little. They blend in well with tree stumps and stuff on the ground. They're probably 4 or 5 inches tall, maybe. I think it's a game for me to find them. I like to play when I come, make me seek them. Now they're starting to gather around me as I sit on the ground, visit with them. They're laughing. Leader of them is there.
You said that they're tiny. What do they look like?
I don't see much body hair, not even on their heads. Yellowish green tinge to their skin. One has a staff, the leader, and a hat, almost like a wizard's hat, stone on his staff. I've seen it clear and I've seen it black. No, it comes to me that it's a seer stone for him. It's on his staff, able to use it to predict or see events, past, present, and future events. In fact, half the staff is painted white and the other, but I think it's only one stone. Changes color somehow. There are a few of them around. And they're worried about another species. They're not worried about themselves, but someone else.
Keep moving time. Tell me, what else?
We're just walking as a group right now, walking to sacred waters, and they're jumping in. The little people, they're sacred waters. Just jump in one by one. I've got my feet in the water as I sit and speak with the leader, sensing an animal, humanoid animal. It's who they want to help.
Tell me, what else happens?
I think they're wanting kind of peace treaty between them and the humanoid animals have faces of a beaver. They're more humanoid. They're able to walk on 2 legs. They look a lot like a beaver.
Are they also small or are they bigger?
They're bigger than the little people, probably 3 times their size, maybe even 2 feet.
What's their quarrel with one another?
Seems like they've eaten the little people before, and they took revenge. After many years, they want to work together and have respect for each other so they can share the land and not worry that one's out to get the other.
Good. Are you able to help them find peace?
Yes, I think that it went really well, and they have a lot of new life to look forward to, different life without those fears and concerns. Better flow where they live in the forest. Good for everyone around, for sure.
Can I please speak to the higher self?
Yes,
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, honor you, and respect you for all the aid you've given us. I know that you hold all the record. May I ask you a question?
yes,
Thank you. First of all, you took her to that space there where she was in this planet, observing it first. That seemed like she was on it, then observing it when the spider things came in and started attacking the civilization. Tell me, what is the purpose of having her see that? What is the lessons you want her to learn from that?
for her to see that her soul goes so far beyond what she knows of this life, that we really are multidimensional, that we really are piece and a part of God. We have nothing to fear. This life does not show her value for who her soul is and what her soul is. And this is just more schooling to add to what she already is. Seeing the lack in herself. She sees so much lack in herself.
Beautiful.
She doesn't see how she affects everyone around her. Positive an influence she is and can be.
Yes, quite a beautiful expression of her. And how she's a protector to others, a guardian to others.
As she is in this life,
That's
she
amen.
doesn't put herself first, and she needs to learn to do that more. To put that love inside of herself, and then it flows even better to others.
It's beautiful. This is something that she does in this existence. She goes around and assisting different races to, either protect them or help them find balance with one another.
Yes, she wants all humans to find their inner balance. She wants to help jumpstart awakening and love of oneself, to truly love another. She wants to spread it, and she does. She spreads the love, but she doesn't see it. She often sees that, which the programming and everything else that's very low keeps her in a low place. Not only helps on an individual level, but that she helps on a galactic level, and that she needs to understand she's truly a special part of the whole, and to let all that other stuff go keeps her stuck.
Beautiful messages. Thank you, higher self. Is there anything else that you want to tell her about this life?
That's all for right now on that one.
Thank you, higher self. May we begin her body scan now? Good. Higher self, who would you like to call forth to assist you with the body scan? Would you like to call forth any other benevolent beings, any of her team, any archangels? Who would you like to call forth upon?
Archangel Michael and Metatron, Raphael, bring my dragon in, and my guides.
Beautiful. Higher self, connect us to all of them now. Archangel Michael, Metatron, Raphael, her dragons, and beings. Our love to all of you.
Thank you. Love to you as well.
Thank you. Beautiful energy. I'm going to be speaking to all of you collectively, since there's several of you there, and then higher self as well. Higher self and all these beautiful beings that are assisting during her body scan that you've called forth upon. Let's go ahead and scan her body now, looking for any negative energies, entities, technologies. Where would you like to begin at first in her body?
Start at the head.
Scan her head now. Let's look what's there. Is that an energy, an entity, or technology?
Energy.
And does this energy have consciousness?
Yes.
If it's energy and has consciousness, that means that it's an entity. So what kind of entity is this? A reptilian, Archon, earthbound? What is it?
I believe it's a reptilian.
Good. Contain it within the head. Let me know when it's contained, and we'll talk to it later. Let's keep scanning her. Let's look deeply, thoroughly. Is there anything else in the head that we want to address?
There's an implant also
Implant where?
on the right side.
The right side. Let's go ahead and start transmuting that now. Can we do that higher self? Good. Using Phoenix Fire now. And tell me, when did this plant attach there to her right side of her head?
A long time, 12 years.
What was going on with her then that allowed for this to attach?
The low vibration in which she was living in, and the low self-worth she had, made it able to attach.
And we're transmuting that now. And then tell me, what has it been causing her by being there in her head?
Distrust in herself. She's unable to relax. She stays in a fight or flight energy the majority of the time through her days to make it one more day and accomplish what she can. And it helps add to her feelings of one step forward and two steps back. Like she's been in that energy for a long time now. And this definitely impacts that.
Well, let's start transmuting that now and healing that trauma there that this implant has caused her from being there. Can we do that? And let's keep scanning her. Is there anything else in her head that we want to address?
Something on the back of her neck.
What is it? An energy, entity, or technology?
Entity.
What kind of entity? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Archon.
Contained now on the back of her neck. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
So let's go ahead and start neutralizing that Archon there out of the back of her neck. Start neutralizing it now. And tell me, when did this Archon attach to the back of her neck?
6 years ago.
What was going on with her then that allowed for it to attach?
It was at one of her lowest points right before she had her awakening. Just giving up on life at that time.
Let's start healing that trauma that allowed for this to attach there. Thank you. Okay, and we'll get back to this. Just continue to neutralize it. We're providing Phoenix Fire and Love Light there as well. Anything else in her head?
No.
Okay, let's keep scanning her entire body. I want to go ahead and find all entities in her. Scan her deeply, thoroughly. Where else does she have entities in her? Help her see, sense, feel, know everything very clearly. Where else?
In her shoulder to her heart space.
Is it one shoulder or two?
It is both.
And what is it?
Both.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Archon.
Contained now with the symbols. Let me know when this contained.
It is contained.
Good. Let's start neutralizing that Archon there from her shoulders, providing Phoenix Fire and Love Light. Tell me, when did this Archon attach there?
13 years ago. Or 13 years old. 13 years old.
What was going on with her then that allowed for this to attach there?
Was struggling. She didn't fit in with her parents, with most of her siblings. Couldn't talk to them and speak to them. Feelings were not validated. She was told to be a different way. Very alone. Very, very low vibration. Lots of fear.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and start healing that trauma then when it attached. Continue to neutralize it. We'll be back to check on it later. Let's keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at? Scan her deeply, thoroughly.
In her right side, or around the liver.
And what kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Reptilian.
Then now with the symbols, let me know when it's contained. And you said the right side of what?
By my liver.
Got it. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Good. We'll talk to her later. Let's keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
In her left hip.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Reptilian.
Contained it now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Good. Keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
Her knee. Her right knee.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Earthbound.
Contained it now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Good. We'll come back to it. And where else does she have entities at?
Her feet.
What kind of entities are those? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Reptilian.
Contained it now with the symbols. Let me know when they're contained.
It's contained.
Good. Let's keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
Her stomach.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Earthbound.
Go ahead and contain it. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Good. Let's keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
Her left thigh.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Reptilian.
Contain it now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
Is contained.
Good. Let's keep scanning her. Looking for any other entities. Where else does she have it?
The lower back.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound? Contain it now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Good. Let's start neutralizing that Archon there in her lower back, and tell me, when did this attach to her lower back?
5 years ago.
What was going on with her then that allowed for this to attach?
She tried to help clear some friends without knowing exactly what she was doing, and she opened herself up for it to come in.
Got it. Okay, let's start healing any trauma that this Archon has caused by being there, her lower back. I know she mentioned she had lower back pain, so I want to start healing all of that already now. Scanning her. Where else does she have entity?
Behind her left eye.
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Reptilian.
Go ahead and contain it with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
Contained.
Keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at?
Her right arm,
What kind of entity is that? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
earthbound.
Contained now with the symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Keep scanning her. Where else does she have entities at? What kind of entities are those? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound? Contain them now in the chest. Symbols. Let me know.
There,
Good. Let's go ahead and start
it is contained.
neutralizing the Archon in her chest now. Tell me, when did this attach to her chest?
3 years ago,
Tell me what was going on with her then that allowed for this to attack.
she had came a long ways and was doing really well. And when things started slipping backwards for her, and now it crashed and burned, and it just kind of destroyed her self-image. She broke her own heart.
Okay. So healing all trauma this Archon caused by being there in her chest and healing all that you mentioned now. Can you all do that? Okay, we'll get back to this to see if it's gone. Neutralized later. Let's keep scanning her. Let's go ahead and scan her DNA, looking for any negative attachments, any negative fractals integrated into her, any aliens integrated into her, any AI or nano. How does her DNA look? Is it fully, truly, divinely, organically hers?
She has alien and nanotechnology for medications.
Okay. Can we go ahead and fire the nano there? Let's start transmuting it all. Source fire as well from her. Okay, and you said there's alien attached, so integrated. What kind of alien is this? Is that reptilian, Archon, earthbound? What is it?
Reptilian.
Reptilian. Okay, let's go ahead and contain all the alien that is integrated into her DNA. All of it now into symbols. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
And then anything else in her DNA? I know you're transmuting the nano. Anything else in there besides the reptilian and the nano? Okay, good. Okay. I'll let you keep working on that. We'll be back. Let's go ahead and scan her body again. Where else does she have any other entities?
That's everything.
Very good. We're going to scan her one more time just to make sure there's no entities hiding. We're going to scan her deeply, thoroughly. Also, behind organic matter, making sure nothing is hiding behind organic matter. Scan her deeply, thoroughly. Everyone now. Are there any other entities hiding in her?
In her root chakra.
What is it? Reptilian, Archon, or Earthbound?
Reptilian.
Contain it now with the symbols. Let me know when.
It is contained.
Good. Scanning her one more time to make sure we're not missing any other entities. Scan her deeply, thoroughly. Are there any other entities? Now, so we know that she has fibromyalgia, and she wants to know what is the root to that? What's causing that? We've contained a lot of entities, but what's causing that?
The shingles have caused it.
Let's find the root then to the shingles. When did that begin in her, and how did it happen? What is it?
Got him as a child after being sexually abused.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really suffer with him that she was aware of until she was 22 and got into a relationship with an alcoholic. It's often wondered if it was attachments that started it, something that fed off her husband's family that re-triggered it, or if it was just her low vibration. At that time, she kind of lost a lot of hope and lost a lot of faith in life. Ended up with an alcoholic, and its energy lowered her energy so low that they were able to come back.
Okay. What does the shingles really look like? What is it rooted to? Like an entity, a nano, a technology? What is it? Find it in her. Where is it located at its root?
Feels like an entity, and it started in her left hip,
Okay.
where she's had the most problems. It's her left.
So from the abuse entity attached there, is it the reptilian in her hip?
I think yes.
Okay. Okay, got it. So as we continue to heal all this, we want to ensure that we heal all illness, everything she has inside of her, just rooted to all these entities. Okay, good, thank you. So let's go ahead and start healing the shingles and the fibromyalgia and everything that has caused all the pain. You know, she's had to go on opiates and just to get her, be able to go through it, the pain. So we want to ensure that we're finding all roots to that. We're using Phoenix Fire and Love Light. Can we also call forth on the Source higher self?
Yes.
Can we call, thank you, if I could please speak to Source now? Greetings, Source. It's such an honor to have you here. We feel your beautiful energy. So it's really important that she really has gone through a lot in her life, and she wants to, her beautiful soul is so beautiful, so she wants to release these things, and she's done such a beautiful job of surrendering and connecting today. So we want to ensure higher source and higher self that you ensure that everything is healed from her fibromyalgia, her shingles, everything as far as like her ribs popping out and any kind of deformity in her body from these shingles and fibromyalgia, and then that constant pain. So anything rooted to that, I want source to start assisting to heal that. Can we do that? Thank you. All right, so we'll talk to you, source, as well, collectively there with everyone else who's assisting. Thank you. So let's go ahead and begin. Now that we found all the entities in her, let's scan her body. Does she have any negative portals in her? Where are the portals in her?
On the right side, in her stomach.
Okay,
Side.
good. Michael, can you close that portal there in her right side? Let me know when it's closed.
It is closed.
Good. Does she have any other negative portals in her?
Her left foot.
And can we go ahead and close that now? Okay, let me know when it's fully closed.
It is closed.
Scan her body again. Any other dark portals in her?
She also has one in her low back.
Go ahead and close that now. Let me know when it's closed.
It is closed.
Go ahead. Keep scanning her. Does she have any other dark portals in her now?
Left knee.
Go ahead and close that dark portal. Let me know when it's closed.
Closed.
Go ahead. Keep scanning her. Any other dark portals in her?
No.
Good. Let's fill in love light to all parts where those dark portals were at. Fill in love light and heal any damage they caused by being there. And then we're also healing all trauma that they might have caused, and we're healing the roots to when they attach. Can we do that? Beautiful. So let's go ahead and check. The Archon in the back of her neck, has that been completely neutralized out yet?
No.
Okay, keep working on that. Phoenix Fire, love light there while you work on that. How about the Archon in her shoulder set? Has that been completely neutralized out?
Almost. Left side, but not the right.
Good. Keep working on that. Thank you. And how about the one in her lower back? The Archon there. Good. Let's fill in love light there now. Phoenix Fire, transmuting any residue left behind.
Yes.
Good. Also healing again any pain that's caused there, anything that has caused by being there, any trauma. Thank you. And then the Archon in her chest, has that been neutralized out?
Yes.
Good. Let's go ahead and fill that space in there with love light. Can we do that? Good. Okay. Fire, love light. Thank you. Okay. How's the nano looking in her DNA? Has that been transmuted out? Okay. Phoenix Fire, love light to all parts of her DNA that might have been damaged by this nano, repairing it all. And we're also deprogramming any false belief systems in her DNA. Can we do that? Implant in her head. Has that been transmuted out? That's Phoenix Fire, love light there, repairing any damage that implant caused as well there. Okay. So then she has... Okay, reptilians in her head, her liver, her hip, her feet, her left thigh, her left eye, DNA, and root. Are any of these connected to one another, or are they all individual consciousness?
They're connected.
Beautiful. Let me go ahead and speak to them then collectively. Higher self.
Okay.
Everyone assisting, help them come up now, please. Like the greetings.
Hello.
Thank you for speaking to us. We love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you a question? Thank you. Tell us, when was it that these entities attached there?
Some from childhood, also during her first marriage and her drug addiction that she had after her first marriage.
Thank you. If you all can tell me, do you have any reptilian bodies anywhere else?
Yes.
I'd like to speak to the reptilian bodies you're connected to. I'd like to speak to them now. Source, if you could connect me to those reptilians. Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. We love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions? If you can tell me. Okay, if you could tell me, where are you located at?
You're on a ship.
And you're on a ship. Okay, and can you tell me how many of you are there?
128.
Okay. Tell me, what is it that you're doing there on the ship?
We are harvesting what energy we can, trying to survive, sustain ourselves.
You're looking to assist entities like you throughout the universe, looking to assist you so that you can spread your light, so that you can become free, you can positively ascend, no longer having to attach to her or anyone else. You can instead incarnate and become your own creator being, creating your own light, not having to feed off others' lights anymore. All of you there on the ship, would you allow for us to help you become free? Thank you. Go ahead and find the light within you and spread it to all that is you. And Archangel Raphael, can you locate those that they attach to and then ask their higher selves to see if they will allow for us to help them? Okay. Find the light within you and spread it to all that is you, every part of you within who you're attached, part within you, all those consciousness. And then once you're all light, come back to your original body, reptilian body there, and let me know once all of you reptilians there on the ship are whole and are all light.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Beautiful. Are you whole and all light?
Yes.
You have a message for her before you go.
I'm sorry that we lost as much grief in your life as we have, and thank you for helping us release from from where we've been at.
Go ahead and go with the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. And can we call forth an Archangel Azrael to ensure their safe passageway? Archangel Azrael, can you do that? Thank you. Blessings to all of you. Okay, beautiful. And so let's go ahead and heal all parts: her head, her liver, her hip, her feet, left thigh, left eye, DNA, and root. Specifically, also, since you're working on her eyes, you wears glasses. Can we hear her start healing her vision? What was causing her vision?
Since 3rd grade, she needed glasses.
Okay, let's go ahead and start healing that time and space when that began. Is there anything attached to the fact that she needs glasses?
No, coming through clearly.
Okay, let's find a root, whatever it is, and we're healing it and transmuting it. And then let's start repairing her vision. Can we do that? Okay, let's go ahead and let me talk to the earthbound entities. She has some in her right knee, stomach, and right arm. Are any of these connected to one another, or are they separate?
Separate.
Okay, all 3 are separate?
Yes.
Okay, let me speak to the one in the right knee. If you could help it come up now. Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you. It's an honor to be speaking to you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Wonderful. If you could tell me, when was it that you attached her to her right knee?
25 years ago.
And what was going on with her then that allowed for you to attach?
Low vibration. A lot of physical fights from her ex-husband. It came from him. I was attached to him.
Okay. And what kind of earthbound entity are you? Are you human or animal? And how was it that you passed away?
Suicide.
As you saw the other entities within her, allowed for them to spread their light. Would you allow for us to help you become free and spread your light as well, so that you no longer have to attach to her or anyone else? Beautiful. Find that light within you and spread it to all that is you. Let me know once you're all light. Any messages for her before you go?
No.
Thank you. Have you ensured to release anything? You sure you don't leave any piece of yourself behind? Are you all light?
Yes.
Go ahead and go with the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. Archangel Azrael will ensure your safe passageway. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and fill in love light to her right knee. Start healing that. Any damage it caused by being there. Then we go ahead and continue to scan her now. Scan her. Let me talk to the entity there in her stomach. If you can help it come up.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you, honor you, and respect you. If you can tell me, when was it that you attached her to her stomach?
3 years ago.
What's going on with her then that allowed for you to attach?
She was struggling with self-worth. And she got back to her husband, but she questioned herself. It was very low vibration, wondering if she was doing the right thing and fearful that she wasn't.
Okay, thank you. And what have you been causing her by being there?
Help keep the fear around, fear and self-doubt.
Thank you. Just as you saw the other entities, would you allow for us to help you spread your light and become free?
Yes.
Beautiful. And then go ahead and start spreading your light. As you're spreading your light, tell us, what kind of entity were you? Did you ever have a body?
No.
No. Okay. Continue to spread your light. Let us know once you're all light and you're all free, making sure you don't leave any piece of yourself
I
behind.
am all light.
Very good. Do you have a last message before you go? Do you have a message for her?
Just wish her the best.
Thank you. Blessings. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Archangel Azrael will ensure you're safe. Okay. Thank you. Let's go ahead and start healing any damage it caused by being there in her stomach, repairing any damage. Love light and Phoenix fire. Can we do that? Beautiful. Let's keep scanning her. Oh, let's go ahead and speak to the one in her right arm. Fun entity in her right arm. If we can help it come up. Thank you for speaking to us. We love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask a question? You can tell us, when was it that you attached her to her right arm?
7 years ago.
What was going on with her then that allowed for you to attach?
Giving birth to her last baby. Started having new problems in her body, which once again diminished her hopes of healing, put her in a very dark place until she had her awakening in 20. She was in a very dark place the 2 years prior to that when I was allowed to come in.
Thank you. And if you could tell me, did you ever have a body?
Yes.
Were you an animal or a human?
Human.
Thank you. Tell me, how was it that you...
Starvation.
Would you allow for us to help you spread your light so you could become free as well?
Yes, please.
Lord, light within you and spread it to all that is you, every root, every cord, every part of you. Let me know.
I am.
Go ahead and go with the love light of the universe. Blessings to you, Archangel Azrael. Ensure your safe passageway.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're healing all it caused by being there in her right arm. Healing it all now. Love light, Phoenix fire. Can we repair all damage caused? Can you do that?
Yes.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yes.
Good. And then she had, so let's check on the Archon in the back of her neck. Has that been neutralized out? Good. Phoenix fire, love light there. repairing any damage or caused by being there. Thank you. How about the Archon in her shoulders? Has that been neutralized out?
It is now.
Beautiful. Right. Okay, let's go ahead and feed it fire and love light, removing any residue left behind. Can we do that? We're healing all trauma. Okay, and how about if any damage she might have still left over from being on meth and cocaine when she was younger, can we start healing all of that now? Thank you. Specifically, any mental effects or any physically, energetically from the molestation. We know we already started healing this. But we want to ensure that we completely heal that so it no longer affects her anymore. Can we do that? Again, her lower back, healing that. And then she also doesn't want to smoke cigarettes anymore. Can we remove that and deprogram that from her system? Good. And again, with the ribs, as she continues to slim down, as she's looking to slim down, that her ribs don't pop out again. Can we do that? Okay, good. If any additional Phoenix fire is needed there in the ribs or anything that needs to be transmuted, go ahead and take care of that now. And then about that. She wants to, I don't know if I wrote this right, but grow her hair. I think, did I write that right?
What's that?
Grow her hair? Did I write that right?
Yes, and not grow the facial hair.
Oh, that's
the
what it
man,
was.
the man,
No, yes.
hormonal.
Yes, so let's go ahead and transmute with the need for her facial hair to be growing. Can we do that for her? Thank you. Also, she has teeth that she would like to regrow. Can you all start that process? Thank you. And let's go ahead. I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Where okay. How does her DNA look? Did we remove the fully the reptilian from her DNA? Beautiful. So can you confirm that her DNA is fully crystallized? Wonderful, thank you. Okay, and can we scan her for any negative cords? Does she have any? Good. Okay, where are the negative cords at in her? Who's attached to those negative cords?
Her heart, friends that broke her heart, family.
Okay. Herself, do we have permission to cut those negative cords from her? Let's go ahead and let me know once they're all cut. Michael, if you could cut them, let me know once they're all cut.
They are cut.
Good, thank you. Let's go ahead and provide Phoenix Fire and Love Light to those areas. Can we do that? Wonderful. And does, just to confirm, does she have any other negative cords?
No.
Good. How about any other negative implants, hooks or rods, any type of technologies, wires, anything else? Okay, thank you. Okay, Phoenix Fire and Love Light to all parts of her body where it's needed now. And then higher self, how many years can we age regress her? Good, start the process now, higher self. Now let's go ahead and work Raphael, work within her chakras, making sure none are blocked or misaligned, opening up her third eye and her abilities, as well as expanding her heart to the biggest it can be, and any issues with her auric field as well, healing all of that. Can you do that, Raphael? Thank you, Raphael. And then, Michael, can you scan her soul? Are there any fractured soul pieces missing?
Done a lot of on that.
Good. So is her soul whole?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. And scan her for any negative contracts. Does she have any?
No.
Beautiful. Can we also, now that we've worked on her, can we delete any inverted timelines from her higher self? Beautiful. Source and higher self, can you start working on that and deleting any inverted timelines? Thank you. And then we want to heal all current life trauma and past life trauma. Can we do that? Herself, may I ask questions? Okay. Just a couple questions here. Well, first of all, I just really love that life. So I hope she enjoyed watching her do that. I could feel and sense everything as she was watching it. And it was very beautiful, her way that she could balance the situation, stand up and protect others. So that was really beautiful. Thank you. Okay, herself, she has a couple questions. She wants to know her connection to Atlantis and Egypt. Does she have any?
Lived in both.
And can you tell us how so? Tell her a little bit more about those lives, whatever you can.
We want her to do more research. Why she has seen Thoth and Horus fast, seen them at different times in meditation. We know she will find more answers in doing research in those areas, what those stood for. Those beings stood for. She takes the time to do the research. She's going to come to a much greater understanding.
Wonderful. Good. Now she's removed all these blockages within her, so it'll be easier for her to get more information on her own. And then she also know how many lives she's lived as a human.
Been many.
Beautiful. So yes, we're talking higher self about different lives that she's lived in human life. Is there a number, or what do you want to tell her about that?
She's seen a shaman, and they told her 47. She lived 47 lives, and I think that's the right number she needs to know.
Yeah, well, let's provide any healing to those 47 lives that she's lived just in case. Thank you, Source and Higher. Okay. And then she wants to know who are her guides. Who are some of her guides, Higher Self?
Rosita. I'm trying to pinpoint that name for years.
Who is that?
She could never get it right.
Say that again. What's the name?
Rosita.
Rosita. Uh-huh. And
Rositta. Rosita.
that's one of her guides?
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. And then what is Rosita's connection to her? Why is she her guide?
They lived a life, very close friends. She wanted to continue helping her this life.
Right. And how about any angelics or any other beings through the galaxies that she is? Any of those guides?
Yes, she has some.
Okay. How about you, Higher Self? Is there a name that you go by?
Letah, Letah, Letah.
Thank you. How about her galactic origins? Anything you want to share about that?
Not at this time.
Then she wants to specifically clear any blockages to her self-esteem, anything that's hindering her back. Can we do that? And then how about messages from her parents? She said they're both passed. So do they have any messages?
Her mom is proud of her despite not being able to show it properly in this life. She's doing a great job, and her mother just wants her to stay strong and keep going. She knows her mom has a different outlook on her now. Knew her mother would when she passed. There would be a different feeling, that connection. The connection feels more like pure love and not the judgment that came with their connection on earth. When she feels her mom, to feel the pure love and not to feel the judgments that she's used to feeling.
Good. Anything else, Harrison?
They love her and they're very proud. They just want her to keep on doing what she's doing.
And then we want to ensure that we've set her up to lose weight, right? Confirming that. At this point, herself, I've asked all the questions she had. I've conducted the entire body scan healing. Is there anything else, higher self, that I could have asked that I haven't?
Oh, I think that's what she needs right now.
Can you confirm that we set her up for her most organic timeline and path? Beautiful. Thank you. Well, thank you, higher self, once more. I love you with all that I am. Thank you. Thank you to Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, anyone else who assisted Azrael, Source, all her guides, her higher self. Thank you, everyone. What a beautiful, profound healing. Okay, I love you all. Higher self, are we complete with her session? Thank you, thank you. Higher self, I will bring her back.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Feel clear.
Oh, yes. You look, your energy looks bright and you look lighter. I was able to see and sense everything with you, so it was very profound. I could see those little people, they were so cute. And then I could also see those, like, that they were some kind of humanoid, what was it, like a...
Beaver?
That's
the
right.
Beaver face?
Yeah, I could see the beaver face and how they were 3 times the size. I could even see when they were eating, like, the people. That wasn't cool. But
Yeah.
I thought that was such a beautiful, cool role to be playing, like being, helping civilizations find balance with one another. And I think you'd have to be such a very powerful soul to do that kind of, where you're able to assist to balance. Someone who does that is Archangel Gabriel does that. So maybe you want to connect to him whenever you're ready, because he helps find balance and things.
Yeah.
Any other questions? You have any questions? Your higher self.
I can't think of any right now.
Your higher self suggested that if you like, we can share the video. It's just your profile, and we could cut out this part and cut out your name. Would you be interested in sharing it? I think it would really help others. Especially that whole spider.
Yeah.
The spider bots and the understanding to them and what they were doing. I think it would help a lot of people heal from, because a lot of people have actually seen that. So
interesting.
Yeah. And usually they wipe out, by the way. They usually wipe out the entire planet. Like, they'll wipe out races. Yeah. So I think it's pretty grand that you figured out with their assistance to still save that race.
Yeah.
That tells you how strong you were in your assistance.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, beautiful. Okay. Do you have any questions? Are we good?
Yeah, just something I wanted to tell you after I first kind of started listening to your stuff and that, I don't know how long, a month or two after, I had this like brief moment or vision of you and I standing side by side with our arms and legs out like this, and then our hands touched each other. But then there was just thousands of other people. But you and I were standing, and then there was people above and people below doing the same thing. So it was kind of like a grid that made a sphere of
Whoa.
people standing like that. Like we were like, yeah. I thought it was very interesting. Anyway, made me feel like we're on a similar path to help you
That
kind of
is
in that
that
same.
is so beautiful and cool. So yeah, what
Yeah,
it basically represents is
yeah, it was
yes, that we're on the same team, right? All of us, like with our hands like that. And
right.
wow, how
Yeah,
powerful is that? Creating a sphere for love and protection, and so many. Let me see what else. What a powerful vision. Thank
yeah,
you.
it was neat.
I do sense that that role that you're playing is some kind of galactic role there.
Yeah, I definitely feel galactic connections.
Yeah, and I also
So,
sense that it's
um,
still a life you're living now, like a parallel life in the now.
I
So,
yeah, that
so I think
that
it,
wouldn't surprise me at all. Like,
yeah, there's a lag, but it's okay.
mhm.
There, I think it'd be really beautiful for you to connect to that you there that's traveling all these different places and dimensions, because you can gain a lot of memory and knowledge and wisdom through.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and
meditate.
I definitely want to come to one of your classes, your in-person ones, so I can have the hands-on training. I think that's what I regret not doing with QHHT1. Level 1 was not doing in-person, because when it came to practicing, yeah, it was easy just to give up and not practice at the moment.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, I'm
No,
looking forward to that.
it is the most powerful retreat you could ever attend for sure. It just will shift everything to a higher level. And yeah, I'm sure you go watch the testimonials. It's so beautiful. Hope to see you at one of them.
Yeah,
Okay. Blessing, sister.
yeah,
I
definitely. Thank you so much.
love you, honor you, and respect
Thanks
you.
you. Love you.
Have a beautiful day. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book 1. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how, even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the My Lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the Galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other selves. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought that were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.